this side. Oops, sorry. Testing. Is it loud?
Too loud? I sprang on the speaker.
I went really close to it. That was perfect.
Are they too loud?
I can turn down my answer.
All right. Questions for Merritt and Lexi?
Lexi, what do you know about Kayla Banworth?
What do I know about her?
Yeah.
She recruited me.
Recruited me?
Yes.
She never coached you when you were here. She was gone.
No, she was an assistant when I was being recruited and then committed, and then she left when I was like a junior in high school, maybe. But I love her, and she's honestly the reason I'm here. So.
Wait, what do you know? Do you know much about her? I mean, you know about her as a coach. You know much about her as a player?
She was a bro here, and then the best bro in the Olympics, and she's a baller, yeah.
So I guess getting at, what's the significance to be tied with her on the all-time digs list at Nebraska? What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's very surreal. Just that wasn't like a goal I had when I was being recruited or even when I got here. So, I mean, I just found out in the bus the other day, and it was just like, that's pretty cool, especially for someone that I looked up to. And both her and Justine and even like Kenzie Maloney, like all of them were huge role models for me. And so to even be in like the conversation with them is pretty cool.
Merritt, against Wisconsin, what are all the things that the defense did so well to hold Wisconsin under 100?
Yeah, a big thing for us was obviously slowing Sarah Franklin down. Obviously, she's a great attacker, so her and Anna Smrek were kind of our two people that we knew if we slowed them down, like we had a really good chance of winning. And I think just defensively, blockers did a really good job of being in the positions that we were supposed to be in and then getting touches. I mean, we didn't necessarily stuff every single ball, but we were in the right spaces and slowing them down. And I think for us, that was huge. And then when we did touch those balls, like the defense behind us picked them up and we were able to convert them, and that was honestly the difference in that match.
And Lexi, after this weekend, you guys are back first place in opponent hitting percentage, first in certain
Nice.
seedings.
Let's
Do you take
go.
pride in seeing Nebraska?
Yes, for sure. I think our whole staff, whole team, we definitely take a lot of pride in our defense, and it's a team effort, so it takes every single person, all the staff for preparing us, but it's definitely nice to see it start to pay off again.
Lexi, what was the emotions to win at Wisconsin as a senior?
Oh, I mean, I think it was just a lot of excitement and joy. I mean, I've only ever lost there, and so to do it like our senior year, to get the job done, to have a sweep, it was pretty cool. But I think just I was super proud of us to go in there in a tough environment, in a place that we historically lose at, and to just execute the way we did, I think is huge props to the whole program, staff and players, but just super proud all around.
Lexi, how would you describe the impact that Kennedy has on this team?
I think she has a huge impact, more than just going in, serving, and playing defense. She's just such a consistent person who's going to work her butt off and make everyone around her better day in and day out. And, I mean, I think she pushes a lot of people. She supports a lot of people, and it's definitely, she's a vital part of this team, and I think a lot of people just are like, oh, she goes in, serves, plays great defense, but she adds so much more than that than most people see.
Merritt, kind of follow up on that. How have you seen Kenna impact the team off the court too? What impact does she have on the culture of Nebraska volleyball?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that Kenna does for this team, but I mean, it's how you see her on the court, just like lighthearted, really joyful, really excited to be here. That's how she is off the court, and there's never been a moment where I have been like, I can't go to Kenna or anything like that. She's always a great teammate first and foremost, and that's what makes her really special. No matter what position she's in, no matter if she's getting screamed at, she's going to be a great teammate, and that's what makes her so special, is her consistency and how she shows up every single day, how hard she works, like Lexi says, and then just how good of a teammate she is day in and day out, no matter what is thrown her way.
Bergen said she's one of the funniest people on the team.
She is.
Yeah.
She is.
She has a sense of humor to moments also.
Merritt, how do you prepare for a road trip like this where you're going out to the West Coast, you got a day between matches? How do you change up the routine, or try to not change up the routine for a long trip like this?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is trying to still find that routine within time changes and longer trips, things like that. Routine is a really big thing for us, but I also think it's just making sure that we're mentally preparing. Like, we've all kind of been front loading that it was going to be a long trip, and so making sure that we get our homework done and whatever we need to get done at home, making sure we get those things out of the way before we leave so that we can have a little bit of a smoother trip as well. So I would say just trying to stay in that routine as much as we can. It's obviously going to change a little bit, but also just front loading, making sure we're prepared, and then we just figure things out as we go.
That can be difficult, 9:30 body clock time, playing matches that late.
Yeah, I'm having to push my bedtime back a little bit. But once your adrenaline gets going, it feels like a 6 o'clock game, so.
Any other questions? Okay.
Thank you.
Sweet, thank you guys.
Thank you both.
Thank you. Cool.